wish I called his series Heroes and Villains. He did A Hero of Mine, Bill McKibben, and then one of the one of one of the most interesting villains is Mark Levin. Mark Reed Levine. He's about 55 years old. He's an American lawyer, author, conservative commentator, and host of the American syndicated show, The Mark Levin Show. Levine served as in the administration of President Ronald Reagan, was the chief of staff for Attorney General Edwin Meese, by the way, pretty high position. President of the Landmark Legal Foundation, he's author of best-selling books, contributes commentary to various media outlets such as National Review Online. Mark Levin, born to a Jewish family in Pennsylvania, grew up in Elkins Park, Pennsylvania, graduated from Cheltenham High School. Cheltenham. That's a tough one to say. Oh, this camera's going a little wacky here. So we're looking at a man who is quite educated, but on his radio talk show, calling the president names and just a bunch of crap. Absolutely a bunch of garbage. He acts like a fifth grader on the radio, and these conservative radio stations just eat him up. They think he's so funny and so smart, and I don't get him. Absolutely don't get him. So he worked in Reagan's cabinet. He worked for Meese, who wasn't always known as the nicest guy in the world. He's got this show. He's personal friends with Hannity, and I think his show kind of spinned off of Hannity. So he has written books like How the Supreme Court is Destroying America. He's just kind of like Ann Coulter. He knows by saying these outrageous things that he's going to sell, make big money, that he's going to sell stuff by saying these outrageous, stupid things. And he's a highly educated guy, which is just sad, just very sad, very sad. So, yeah, I can have my opinion on somebody. I don't find him to be the nicest guy in the world. He's calling people names, calling the president names. He's calling, just acting very, very immaturely. People eat that up. They like it for some reason. Another one of his books is Liberty and Tyranny, a Conservative Manifesto, released in 2009, became a #1 New York Times bestseller for 11 of 12 weeks. So this guy's actually selling, to these, to the unthinking masses. He is just making a whole bunch of money. The Unmaking of America, released in January of 2012. Amazon's publication notes describe the book as exploring the psychology, motivations, and history of the utopian movement, its architects, its modern-day disciples, and how the individual in American society are being devoured by it. Levine uses the word Ameritopia to describe the United States as having become a post-constitutional country. Included are commentaries on works by Plato, Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, Karl Marx, Alex de Tocqueville, who wrote Democracy in America, right? Classic. So he's a radio talk show host for many years, a frequent contributor of legal opinions to the Rush Limbaugh show. There we go. The roots with one of the masters of darkness, Rush Limbaugh. Yeah. So he's the spawning out of that. Limbaugh referred to him on air as F. Lee Levine, a tongue-in-cheek reference to the famous district attorney F. Lee Bailey. Oh, they're patting each other's egos there, huh? He was also a contributor to the Sean Hannity show. Eventually got a radio slot of his own following Hannity's show. Hannity has nicknamed Mark Levin the Great One. Okay, all I can say is, Mark Levin, you're not that great. As a matter of fact, in the eyes of this Democrat, you are ludicrous. And, yeah, you are you are not helping this country. Not at all.